Welcome to this video on how to schedule a report to automatically run using Impact. Here inside of Act, we can see that Impact is installed. And if we go to the Reports menu, towards the bottom, we're going to find two menu entries. You'll see the Impact Report Designer. That opens up the Report Designer so you can design reports based on any conditions, criteria you want. The Report Designer comes with Impact Suite. The second entry is the Impact Report Scheduler. Let me click on this scheduler. This allows us to schedule reports at any time criteria. It's asking us to log in to the report scheduler. And I'm just going to bring this back into our frame. Okay, here's a list of reports. No, I'm not going to design a report in here. We're just going to use an existing report. So let me just use this Act SQL Tables report. I'm going to click on Run just to see if we have some data in here. Print Preview shows me that I have a report that's running. Okay, so let's close this and close down the criteria window. Okay, in order to run a report, there's two things you want to do. One is we want to set up our email. Now the email setup, email can be set up in one of two things. You can use Outlook if you have Outlook installed on your PC, or if you don't have Outlook, like this is running from the server, then you can just use the SMTP. And what you'll have to do is fill in this information of your credentials for the SMTP information, your username, password, confirm your password, and you can click on test emails. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to leave it on Outlook. The second part you want to do is highlight the report that you want to run, and this time click on the Auto Run. By default, the Auto Run comes up and it's set to, the output is set to run to a printer. Well, I'm going to change this to, I want to generate this report and change it to a PDF. Now you can change it to any one of these formats, CSV, HTML, XML, if you're running a report that's actually going to be posted up to your website. Your web developers are going to grab an XML file. That's all great. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to stay with the PDF file format. So I have PDF file format selected. PDF modes, there are some different modes in there. We won't go into details. But we're going to come down here into email options. I'm going to want to email this report. And I can email it as the actual body of the report, or I can email it as an attachment. So if I change it to the body, it's going to, again, take that report and format it right into the existing email body. I want to email it as an attachment, a PDF attachment. So I'm going to highlight, click on that, go to Designer. What this is doing is giving us a top-level email look, right? So I want to say, enter an email address manually. So let's send this to support@impactact.com. I could CC and BCC. I'm going to give it a subject. I'm going to call it My Friday Report. And just in the email body say, here is, hi everybody, here's the report. Now, hi everybody, here is the weekly report. And we have that information set up here. Now when I said hi everybody, this email address is one person, but you can just create a semicolon separated list of participants, sales@impactact.com. So two participants will be getting this email right now. So I'm just going to say OK to that. So I have set up my email. Now if I go and run this report right now, it's going to generate a PDF, generate that email body, attach the PDF, and send it. Perfect so far. But we want to auto schedule this report. At the top here, we have a scheduler. So let's go to create. This information on here is identical to the Windows System Task Scheduler. And it's done for a purpose because we are using the Task Scheduler on the bottom end of the automation. So I can come into here and say users and groups we're going to change it for. We go to triggers Here's the basic one that you want to set. So this is only trigger for one day. I want to edit my triggers. And I want to say I want to run it weekly. And I want to run it on Fridays at 5 p.m. So I can change the start date, the time, the day. I don't want to run it on Sunday, just on Friday. And that's it. So this is now a weekly report Fridays. I'm going to click OK to that. And I'm going to click OK again. So that closed down the auto run. And as we can see, it now says scheduled weekly at 5:06 every Friday starting on this date. I am done now. I can just say save, and that report is auto scheduled. This is the overall Windows task scheduler. So this is a scheduler that runs in the background all the time. Impact doesn't have to be running. I can close that. Act doesn't have to be running. I can close that. So here is the task scheduler portion of Windows. And if we want to, let's just make it big enough for our view here. What we're going to see is we entered in that information. Here's a run report. And let's see. There's a couple of them. Run report. Here's the one that we just created. Run report. Acts equals tables. That was that report that we highlighted. We could see the same information, 5:06 p.m. And here is the triggers, as we see, the actions, conditions, and everything else to run that report. So what happens now is when I close this task scheduler, on your server that's running 24/7, that event will be raised by the operating system. It will notify the impact report scheduler, and the impact report scheduler will generate that PDF, attach it to the email, and send it out. I want to thank everybody for watching. Hopefully this gives you a better understanding of how the impact report scheduler automatically generates reports for the end users.